In this part of the course, we will answer questions about whether automatic data analysis is necessary and which stages of the clinician's work can be optimized. The World Health Organization reports that the most common causes of death worldwide are ischemic heart disease and stroke. If you put this into perspective, we see that the number of deaths related to cardiovascular disease has steadily increased over the past few decades. This upward trend is closely related to the need to monitor the health of patients' hearts. During a Holter test, the patient receives a device that uses electrodes attached to the body to monitor their heart for 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days, 14 days, or more. The result of this test is an ECG signal, a fragment of which is shown in the slide. Why only a fragment? Because if we wanted to print a 14-day ECG signal, we would get over 30 kilometers of paper, assuming that 25 millimeters corresponds to 1 second of the ECG recording. The amount of data collected is constantly growing, which generates many problems. Since the end of the 20th century, records of ECG signals have been analyzed by clinicians with the assistance of computer software, but the interfaces are often unclear, which makes the work of a doctor difficult. An additional concern is the amount of data clinicians need to analyze to make a diagnosis. This process takes a lot of time, especially when detecting complex arrhythmias. In addition, analyzing complex signals is not easy, so it is important that clinicians are experienced in analyzing them. The constantly growing number of deaths, the huge number of recorded ECG signals, and the difficulties in analyzing them prompted us to find a solution to this urgent problem. There are currently 4 steps in this process. A Holter ECG device is hooked up to the patient who has been referred to have a test. During the recording, the patient performs regular everyday activities, and after an agreed period of time, returns to the doctor to take off the device. A nurse removes the electrodes and saves the data collected by the device on a computer, where the clinician analyzes it. Very careful analysis takes a long time, so if the clinician is busy, the quality of the analysis may be compromised. After analyzing the entire signal, the clinician creates a report and, based on it, makes a clinical decision regarding treatment and further follow-up. The main goal of Cardiomatics is to improve the process marked in the black box, i.e., signal analysis and report preparation. With our solution, the procedure scheme is significantly shortened. After the data has been collected from the device, a designated person, such as a nurse or clinician, sends it to the cloud, where artificial intelligence algorithms analyze it and generate a report for the clinician. Based on this, further clinical decisions can be made. To generate such a report, the algorithm detects the position of each heartbeat in the signal. From this, the heart rate, i.e., the number of beats per minute, is calculated. This heart rate is recorded in specific numbers between beats. Additionally, the algorithm assigns an appropriate class to each heartbeat. In a healthy person, the vast majority of normal beats are marked with the letter N. The letters V and SV, in turn, refer to ectopic beats, which are abnormal findings. Though abnormal, these can also be found in small amounts in healthy individuals. In the case of increasingly complex abnormal rhythms, the analysis of which has become a multi-stage diagnostic process, manual evaluation of them turns out to be a considerable challenge even for an experienced physician. Here, an algorithm comes to the rescue. For the algorithm, the degree of advancement and the length of the recording are not a problem. The most important ECG fragments selected by the algorithm are collected in a report generated by Cardiomatics. It also provides a summary of the ECG analysis, as well as the number of ventricular and supraventricular beats. The report also includes statistics on atrial fibrillation, which are the most important aspect from the physician's point of view. Another element of the report is the automatically generated description of the ECG analysis, which can be freely modified by the clinician. In addition, the clinician can find visualizations of various data in our report, e.g., a graph of the heart rate over the entire recording length and an analysis of heart rate variability. There are many benefits to incorporating automated analysis into clinicians' practice. With Cardiomatics, the doctor can save a lot of time that would normally be spent on manual ECG analysis. What's more, he receives a comprehensive report that he can modify according to his preferences. The results are available through our platform, through which the doctor can download reports from any device, anywhere, not only from the hospital network. From the physician's point of view, it is important that Cardiomatics is classified as a Class 2A medical device. We work in accordance with the quality management system and GDPR applicable in the European Union. This guarantees the quality of our data processing. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Cardiomatics Academy.